Yes, people, welcome back to the channel, and we are here for yet another watch-along, yet another Champions League semi-final. This time, it's Atletico Madrid up against Arsenal in the semi-final of the UEFA Champions League first leg. It's sure to be, I wouldn't say a good encounter, but it's gonna be an interesting one, that's for sure. I do want to quickly change something on the lineups, but you guys will see the lineups are on here. Do want to get the just share the scoreboard. So let me go here, edit this a bit. I'll put it above me. Let's put it here. There we go. But that space is so empty. Let's put it down at the bottom. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal. Set to get underway in just a few minutes. Might actually put the game on my computer. Because this might be Griezmann's last game at last Champions League game at the Red Air Metropolitano. So let's then get into let's get into the lineup then. So you've got All Black, Lorente, Pubel, Henkel, Rugregi, Simeone, Koke, Cardoso, Lukman, Griezmann, and Alvarez up top. Then Arsenal, Darrea, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapi, Rice, Zubermendi, Odegaard, and Wake, Martin, Jokeres, and Martinelli. Who's Jokeres up front for Arsenal? Arsenal playing in that blue kit of theirs. So yeah. Just switch that around. There we go. So there we go. Hi, Manny. Should be a decent game tonight. And I plan to do Europa League game between Forest and Aston Villa. If that wins the trophy, I might do that game. Depends on how I feel in the morning. Might do that game because I do want Villa to go to the final. So definitely might keep an eye out on that game. But yeah, the game has kicked off. Oh, no, the game is yet to kick off. The game will kick off soon. Hope you're well, Money. Of course, this is Griezmann's last game at the Metropolitano in the Champions League, of course, as he will be going to the MLS after this one. So it will be an emotional evening for him. Be up, Chelsea fan. Just want to switch the Wi-Fi. 2 seconds. I do kick out. Apologies. Oh, chance left by Nkapia. Chance here for Atletico Madrid. Griezmann leaves it. Shot. There. And blocked and cleared away now by Arsenal. Many S4 Chelsea players in that Villa team. Glad to see your support. Yeah. I just want them to win Europa League so that if we don't get fifth and we get sixth, we can still get Champions League football. Oh, nice ball over the top. Yeah, Lookman is gonna. Simeone is on this side. Lookman is on the far side. I just need to identify early who for Atletico Madrid, as I don't really watch them that often. I just first need to see who's who. Fouled there. But yeah, no worries, Manny. Let me send you the link. If you want to join in now, you can as well. If you want to join for the whole game, you can as well. Let's down the line. Lookman, nice work. Oh, just couldn't connect the pass. Also have a goal kick. 2 minutes in. So yeah, this game better not put us to sleep. I don't think it will be. The thing is, we are expecting horrible football. So, and the bar is so low that that can't do much worse. So yeah, but Manny, I did send you the link. You're welcome to just join in from now till the end of the game if you want to. And Capia is struggling early on up against Simeone, son of Diego Simeone, John Gianluigi Simeone or Gianluca Simeone, something around in that range. So yeah, no, not too bad. Oh, nice play. Alvarez, Griezmann into Simeone. Griezmann back to Simeone. Simeone, nice play down the wing. Try to knock it in behind it to Llorente. Doesn't come off. Leon just also setting back the deeper side. Of course, Ben White hasn't played that much football over the season, so he might be one they can target. Nice player from Lookman. But they have to block now. Play in, block again. And also looking to counter Martinelli. Of course, was very instrumental up against Sporting. Scored the only goal across both ties. Madueke. Odegaard doesn't come off in Capier. Calling for the ball to be switched to Bamendi. Also on the attack, Odegaard, Ben White, Madueke. Gets past two players. Ball into the back post. And Martinelli goes for the air. It doesn't get in, and Nkape gets the shot off, and it goes directly into Martinelli. Should be 1-0 to the Arsenal. Lovely work there from Noni Madueke. Gets past two players, cross into the far post. Just someone needs to get ahead to that. Martinelli stretches. Nkape gets there, and it goes over the bar. It doesn't actually come off of Martinelli. I thought it came off him, but it didn't. Just a poor shot there from Nkape. That's the first big chance of the game. It's gonna begging for the Arsenal. Simeone to Koke. Koke switches a beautiful pass over to Lookman. Ball into Alvarez. Alvarez switches to Griezmann. Into just behind Simeone there. It's a bit too far, bit too quick for Simeone. Good work there on the defense by Nkape. Giuliano. Simeone, it is. Let's see now. Also coming forward, we see Gabriel carrying the ball upfield, pushing Arsenal more forward. Madueke. Odegaard playing really deep, but he finds a good ball. That's a great and almost deflection block from, I think, Simeone. Giuliano did really well there, because if he doesn't get a touch on that, Martinelli is through on goal, and you never know. Good ball there from Odegaard. He saw the vision. Good start here from Arsenal on the attacking front and defensive front, to be fair. Good start from them all round. Throw in. But they played backwards. Mikel Arteta almost standing on the pitch. So close is he. Nice long ball there, but too much on it for Lookman. And Raya has it. Declan Rice. Into Odegaard. Madueke pushes it backwards. Odegaard really playing as an 8, to be honest. See, Supermandy is even more further forward than Odegaard. And so, don't know. Yeah, don't really want the Odegaard in that position. That's it. Almost a poor pass back to Declan Rice from Gabriel. Ball first into Madueke. Needs to go all the way backwards. Also, just from, unless one of the wingers beats PJ defenders, they're not getting through. Who does Atleti defense? By the way, okay. Awesome. Just playing it. Oh God, now. Atleti just setting in their block. Martinelli asking for the ball, but they're giving it to Madueke. No, Madueke. Just quick. I'm just gonna switch over to my laptop. So then I'm actually looking up and not down to you guys. Apologies, people. I'm just sorting out the connection. Don't know why that it doesn't want to connect. But yeah. Okay. Right there. There we go. I should be able to join on my laptop now. So yeah, apologies about that, guys. Oh, yes. Apologies about that. Luckily, I don't miss much. So yeah, Madueke, Odegaard, Declan Rice. Oh, Madueke's cross. Pushed there by Incapia. You said it came close. Comfortable save in the end. Pushed there from Gyökeres on Llorente, I believe. Long ball over to Raya. Boring game, isn't it? So Declan Rice over to Gabriel. Just remind about this time in the other game we already saw a goal by Kane who scored a penalty. Let's see. Saliba, nice ball over the top. Offside though. There, Ben White. Offside. Good run, good idea, but offside, fortunately. Yes, Carl, stay up, man. This Atletico Madrid movie. If you want, Carl. Atletico Madrid movie. Yeah, well, I'm supporting Atletico Madrid in this one. Hopefully, they can pull it through up against Arsenal. Um, Running for who you are supporting, Carl. Yeah, just on Odegaard, almost on Martinelli. They're in a dangerous position. Griezmann loses the ball there. Declan Rice. Declan Rice. Supermandy. And Capia into Martinelli. Martinelli into Supermandy. Supermandy back to Martinelli. Odegaard. Just nothing happening. Martinelli, Supermendi. Supermendi cross comes off an Atletico player, and it's a corner. You see your cross getting a shoulder or an elbow to the face. They're getting a bit of a knock. Good cross there by Supermendi to the back post. I think it just got off. Uh, seems seems like Madueke. His arm it's your cross face. It is an Arsenal corner though. But he has considered more goals from corners in the season than Atletico Madrid. I have to get the delivery right here. Just a break here because Chris isn't allowed to play while his lip or nose is bleeding. But he seems to be alright. Mikel Arteta giving instructions to Declan Rice. But corner to Arsenal. And Arsenal score yet could be a massive one. Madueke gonna take this corner. Let's see. Noni Madueke is into the far post. Complains of a push there on Gabriel. Declan Rice forces it back to David Raya, who finds Gabriel in attacking position. But he's complaining to the referee. Honestly, just book Gabriel. He was kinda out there, but it's nothing that big. And ball there by Arsenal. Um, open play, just a free kick, nothing more. Julian Alvarez, of course, has 19 goals so far this season. And that pass has gone out of play. Uh, this has been a long 25 minutes, hasn't it? A long 25 minutes. Arsenal. Saliba is pressured. Raya, his clearance is good enough. Well, let's see, two kept the throw in though. What do you guys make of it, the game so far? Boring? I would assume. First word that springs to mind. Passes gone straight to Rice, but Rice gives it back now. Athletic Griezmann. Alvarez back into Griezmann. Sorry, that's not Alvarez. Who's that? Cardoso, I believe, then. Long ball over. Porte by All Black. Headed by Nkapia, and it's gonna for a throw in. It's just been a boring game, really. Nkapia with a nice pass over to Declan Rice. He's under pressure. Declan Rice. Ball in into Nkapia. Gives it to Madueke. Got enough speed on that one. Almost put this. Almost lost the ball there, Madueke. 27 minutes gone. Nothing really happening. Super mainly. Madueke. Oh, that's a horrible pass from Madueke. Let's it coming forward. This ball first into Lookman. Lookman as well. Anchor has continued. Griezmann into Lookman on the turn. Keeps the ball well. Jerry with a cross in. Cleared away by Saliba. Atleti look dangerous when they're going forward. They look like they have a plan. Maybe it's just me wanting Atleti to score, but it feels like every time Atleti go forward, they look good. Cross in. Header. Oh, just over the bar. Header there from Krul Alvarez just over the bar. Head gonna take something very special to score from that crossbar. First, Rucher of the cross in. That's a good cross, and Julian Alvarez didn't really couldn't get that really much, couldn't do much better than what he tried there. But that's the first shot, I believe, for Atletico. Uh, Good work there, Rucher. Madueke just falling for no reason. That that throwing almost your press onto it, but Atleti have it headed forward. Oh, Madueke. Madueke shot! He misses it. Oh, stretches, doesn't get a hand to it. But that's something. That's something. Great run there by Madueke. Comes in off the wing as a shot. Just couldn't curl it enough. A bit too far away. Think All Black had it covered, even if it was on target. Oh, Gyökeres. That's put it forward by All Black. Like once again using the long ball, just pass off our mark. It is 0-0. It's the first leg of two. Mikel Arteta is basically on the pitch. Martin Odegaard. Mm, Madueke. To Declan Rice. Gabriel. Nketiah into Martinelli. Martinelli coming in from his wing, turning around, giving it now to Nketiah. Nketiah gives it to Martinelli. Nketiah once more. Pass back to Raya. It was 2-1 in the PSG game by this time. How could reset let's score your Lookman. Man over to Griezmann. Griezmann to Simeone or just couldn't find Alvarez. Saliba losing possession there. Alvarez almost there for Atleti. In Capia, Gabriel, Declan Rice, Martinelli, in Capia. Try to send it forward to Declan Rice. Declan Rice and keep the ball relaxed. But also need to play it quick if they want to break down this Atleti defense. Long ball play could be a good one. Pass to Raya. He's going to be under pressure. That's really what Saliba gets it away. Super Mendy. That's some good touches, but they lose the ball. Now Alvarez. Alvarez has a shot. It's blocked. And then Alvarez in the process. That was in cap, yeah. After the shot was blocked. That's good from Atleti. But they they're winning the ball high up the field by Ours tries to get the shot away. Atleti need to do a bit more better when they win the ball upfield. To just try be a bit more direct, bit more planned. Who's going where? What direction? Cherry. After also gets the ball away. Ben White. Man, that's good defending. Cherry concedes a throw in. Good defending though. Cherry, of course, played Atalanta last season. Him and Lookman, teammates. Of course, he came in a lot earlier than Lookman with an Atalanta link up over on that left hand side. Oh, Martinelli almost kept it in. If he did keep it in, it would have been interesting to see what happens over there. Oh, Lookman, Atleti, Lookman, okay, throw in. Let's have a throw in. Yeah, Athletic just don't know like what they want to do when they're coming forward because they have so much space. It's actually insane, and they do like win the ball in a dangerous area, but they give it away there. That's good work by Simeone, Lorente, Koke, Griezmann. Griezmann, he loses the ball. Good work by Odegaard, Martinelli, Supermendi, Odegaard. Now Arsenal have lots of space. Gyökeres passes it backwards instead of taking the man on. And now Atletico are back into their numbers. They were only like four back there. And now everyone's back. Martinelli. Martinelli. Mendy, Declan Rice. I don't know. Feel like if someone's gonna score, it's gonna be Athletic. Also gonna score from like a Europe or someone's gonna do something brilliant. But a nil-nil suits Arsenal though. I think. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's good defending by Lookman. Lookman done really well there. Now Cardoso. Yeah. 5 minutes to go. Probably a good 2 minutes. 3 minutes gonna be added on. Martinelli. Oh, Griezmann. into the pass of Simeone. Athletic coming forward on Griezmann at the far post. Oh, it falls to Alvarez. Oh, just wanted to get it onto his favorite foot. I feel like Simeone could have done more acres of space and then the cross just straight into an Arsenal player. But Arsenal now coming forward. Your cross. Oh, that's great defending by Llorente. Fell to after the shot, the cross hit Arsenal player. It just Alvarez got it and it almost got paused. I think Declan Rice or Subamendi. They got the way there. It's, it's scoring time. A chance here, Subamendi. Gyökeres, oh, he is pushed down. That should be a penalty. Arsenal have a penalty. Alvarez heads it straight into the path of Subamendi. Subamendi gives it to Odegaard. Back to Subamendi and then to Gyökeres. Does Gyökeres fail? Yeah, it's contact in the back. He dives though. He dives because his foot is definitely not clipped. So it's either push or a dive. Good work by Gyökeres. What do you guys think? Feel like it. Yeah, penalty been given. Gyökeres gonna take it. Gyökeres. Gyökeres faces Jan Black. Oh, why now? Why now? Tough goal. That's a tough goal. And Atleti go down 1-0. Arsenal get the upper hand. And you have to say it's not undeserved. Nice confident penalty. Challenge there from Hanko. I will add in now money. Give me 2 seconds. Just like this.
My striker, don't you know, but he comes from Sweden. The girls are very nice. He dumped his girlfriend to play the red and white. He scores some bangers with the cannon on his chest. His name is Victor. Victor Gyökeres. And I'm so glad he got to score. Because after all of the crap that he's been given, and I'm sorry for swearing, but after all the rubbish that people have been giving him, making him a scapegoat in recent times, while Kai Havertz has been given, blinds, all I can say to those people is, hold that. 19 goals this season, despite being mismanaged. This is my striker. And under a better manager, we're going to win a lot more. The only problem is, I like what you said, but when... Go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
No, please say what you want to say. I'm sorry for interrupting.
I just feel like Arsenal have the confidence now. I think you guys can take a 1-0 lead to the Emirates.
Exactly, but the thing about this particular game is I was predicting that we'd end up on the receiving end of a 2-1 defeat, which wouldn't be a bad thing because as long as we have a goal to take back home, that's fine. And obviously, prior to this, I think Atletico did have a better chance with Reyes saving from Alvarez early on. Great shot from another ex-Chelsea player, Madueke, just didn't quite bend back in. I think it's fair to say that this Atletico Madrid team is a little bit anatomically weak, and I think a large number of people will start to realise how rather fortunate they were to have gone through at Barcelona's expense, because let's not forget, Barcelona did beat them on their home turf in the second leg. If it weren't for Ademola Lookman's goal, they probably wouldn't have gone through. So this is a great start, but if Simeone's smart, he'll make some changes. I think the midfield of the starters looks exceptionally weak. We've dominated the midfield a lot more, had more possession, had more enterprise. And it's like whenever Atletico have had some forays into our half, I mean, they've looked good with Griezmann and Lookman and Alvarez doing quite some good things, but they've probably been the only Athletic players who've impressed tonight. And I just think it's fair to say that they haven't been at the races. And as for us, typical Arsenal, defend with your life and then, control the midfield. And I'm really glad that Gyökeres got the penalty. There was no way that was going to be overturned.
Yeah. Fair. I don't know where in what other scenario you guys are going to score, because I feel like it was either going to be a moment of brilliance or a penalty. Penalty to Arsenal, fair play. I just want to quickly go grab a drink. Will you take over quickly, Manny?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I hope all the comments have been, read. And so obviously he was fixing the connection right now. We do have, of course, Carl Julius here. Welcome to the stream. And Chelsea fan says a welcome to you as well. Hopefully, Martin, you've got your wish. There was a goal. Had to tell his brother shut up because he's getting so mad at this game. Listen, here's the thing about this game. It's going to be obviously a very big contrast, of course, to the game we saw last night. And yes, we had 9 goals. It was a treat for the attacking purists, but some of the defending, it has to be said, especially on the Bayern side, was just subpar. When you're in a situation where you leave that much of a high line and, PSG are able to thread passes through, you're asking for trouble. And it was no wonder that, Manuel Neuer felt a bit threatened. But again, some of the defending, especially that ridiculous Alphonso Davies handball, which conceded the penalty in that first half. And then, some other defending, which let in the likes of Dembele and Doué and others. João Neves never should have been allowed to score from that corner. But then Bayern also proved that they were a brilliant attacking force. And I just think, though, that when it comes to knockout football, Bayern were lucky that this wasn't a final, because obviously the 5-4 result on the night would have cost them. But once you get to a main game, you make one mistake and it'll cost you. And so that's another reason why I think Vincent Kompany is going to have to do his homework and make sure he gets everything spot on for the second leg of the Allianz. Because, mind you, let's also not forget that when Real Madrid came to the Allianz, they had Bayern in a few spots of bother. And on 2 occasions, they actually tied everything up on aggregate. But then, Madrid found, Bayern, I should say, found their gear. And, Diaz pretty much made things happen. And then Michael Elise wrapped it up beautifully with a fine finish. And then at the end of the game, you had all of that drama with Arda Güler getting sent off. So, like I said, I think we've got to credit Arsenal and Arteta for handling the game well so far, but there are still 45 minutes left. And if we do manage to get a draw or even a win to take back to the Emirates, I think that would be wonderful. And this Atletico Madrid team, I think they're starting to fade away a little bit. And certainly that Copa del Rey final against Real Sociedad is more or less proof of that. Yes, penalty to Arsenal, confirmation that Gyökeres was scoring and his brother's jumping up and down. And thank you very much for welcoming me to the stream. And yeah, it's always great to be able to be a part of this Sports Hub team. I think what Hannah does need to do is have a new title sequence because, I always enjoyed whenever I did a watch along being able to use the intro, but now with the channel having changed its name, we can't do that. And the only thing for me, the worst part about having to watch Champions League football in my neck of the woods is that the halftime show that we've got now is not really. Everything is conducted in Hindi, which I do understand. I speak quite fluently, but I'm not too fond of that. I like the old-fashioned English commentary. Now, as far as what could possibly happen may be concerned, I would definitely like to see Arsenal continue to, solidify, tighten things up, and maybe, nick another goal on the counter. That would be a really amazing thing, and this result would really, stand us in great stead. But again, we're going to have to see what will, happen in the second half, and I'm sure that there'll be a lot to which to look forward. Yeah, not really very much. I mean, I'm actually at this moment craning my neck, and I think I might have to change the position of the computer so that I don't, keep craning back. They're showing highlights, obviously, from the first half, and that Alvarez chance in the first few minutes was probably as good as it got for Atletico. Excellent build-up play, of course, and Alvarez got the shot away, and really good save. I mean, it was a slight. You could say that it was in Rayo's range, but he still had to make the save. He does have some very good hands, I will grant him that. And so far, it's still another clean sheet for the Arsenal so far, although we all know that could change. And I mean, I just think so far that we've played the way we're meant to play. But as I said to Hanno before he went to get his drink, this Real Madrid team aren't really, at the races tonight. It looks a somewhat weak team, and they're dependent a lot more on Griezmann and Lookman trying to run the show. And Griezmann obviously will be leaving. Lookman he's a quality player, and obviously, along with his teammate Juan Musso, was a part of that Atalanta team that won the Europa League, beating Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen in the final and depriving them of what would have been a brilliant unbeaten season. Of course, attention does switch to the league not too long after this, and we had a pretty tough going of it at home against Newcastle. Fulham, I think, will be our next opponents. They will be returning to the cottage. Emile Smith-Rowe and Bernd Leno back on their old stomping grounds. I think Alex Iwobi will be out. He's got a hamstring problem. And Fulham actually, were worthy of their win over Aston Villa last week. I think they were sharper, they were more aggressive, they knew how to get at Unai Emery's team, and in the end, they were well-deserved winners. Near the end, as expected, Aston Villa threw the kitchen sink at Fulham, but sadly, of course, they were never going to get very far. And of course, the big worry with Nottingham Forest set to play Villa in tomorrow's semi-final at the City Ground is that teams now do have a kind of blueprint as to how to get at Villa. Press them really hard. Don't let them get comfortable playing from the back. and just make sure that they, don't get very much going for them. And as far as if there are any new comments in the chat as of yet, no, nothing much as of yet. And so Hanno's using this new scoreboard ticker. Kind of interesting, I would say. And it is, of course, 1-0 to the Arsenal at half-time. As I said, I would take a draw or even a narrow win at this point, but I'll tell you what, a win would also be amazing. And of course, a lot of people are going to say, well, this may not be the same Atletico Madrid team that we beat in the group stage, but you would have to think that back home at the Emirates, we may have the advantage. Yeah, still waiting for Hanno to get his drink, of course. Obviously, I think he might have just turned 18, but still, certainly no alcohol allowed in the Trollip household. His parents certainly won't let him get away with that.
Okay, I'm back to Portuguese money. Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, I was just mentioning you. I mean, you said you had to get your drink, and I was just mentioning in jest that although you might have just turned 18, still no alcohol for you, eh?
No, I'm not really an alcohol drinker. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for
I'm
me
not
also, yeah, I get that. I mean, and listen, I am not going to comment. If anything, I applaud you for showing that level of restraint. So I was just talking a little bit about the game, and I was just saying that, listen, as great as the game was last night, in terms of defending, some of the stuff that we saw was just atrocious, and on many occasions, Bayern's defenders were very badly found wanting. So I get that people really love watching some wonderful attacking play, but then you want the best games to have balance between defense and attack, and I really don't see the. It's kind of hypocritical in a way, because many coaches are criticised for playing the high line for life a little bit too often. You might know about whom I'm speaking, and yet what we saw yesterday was, a high line in Excelsis, which resulted in 5 goals conceded, but then because of the quick transition in attacking play, you had 4 goals scored. I mean, for me, I just think that you've got to kind of pick a lane. And yes, this game may be a little bit more of a cagey tactical battle, but, every now and then you will get a moment of inspiration, which will prove to be the difference. What do you think so far, though? And what was your opinion on last night's game?
I thought last night's game was absolutely quality. I would have loved. I think your point on the defense is very true. Do want that bit of more defense, but in the same breath, you won't get that quality anytime again. They're like that attacking quality, and for me personally, I would rather see some goals than see more goals than less goals in terms of defense.
Well, I
How
get
the
that.
game
I
is.
get that. But then let's also consider a cricketing connection. I mean, I actually saw the first innings of the IPL clash uh, between Mumbai and Hyderabad, and I think obviously you would have been delighted to see your South Africans, Rickleton and Klaassen, stealing the show. I mean, that was a brilliant century from Ryan for Mumbai, but some pretty awful bowling meant that Sunrisers just blitzed that target with plenty to spare. And the IPL, I have to say, Bud, has become so much more boring in that it's very, very rare for bowlers to, get any kind of headway. And cricket's normally a game for, batsmen anyway, and you have to be prepared to struggle if you're a bowler. But still, I mean, you can understand why, in many ways, the IPL is losing its appeal. And while Kevin Peterson fancies himself as an authority on the IPL, I think Jacob Bethel, unless he gets any games, will probably be wishing that he were back in Warwickshire playing county cricket. But again, it's so batsman dominated. The bowlers are having no relief. And in the same way, if all you get is goals, goals, goals with very little defensive play, I mean, surely the fun the thrill will wear off, right?
Yeah, I think if it was like more of it, then probably yes. And like the IPL, I don't like the IPL right now in the state it is in. If you take my Delhi Capitals for example, we scored what 264, and that got chased down somehow. Um, I still believe there's some type of match fixing involved in the IPL, if you could say that. That's a discussion for another day.
Wow.
But if you see that like goals, 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 uh, it could get boring, yes. But the thing is, we see it so rarely in modern football that yeah, I just feel like we have to
Yeah,
appreciate it.
you might not be wrong about the match fixing, my friend. But listen, I'm actually going to hop off because the match is about to start. I think Atletico are making a substitution. Um, I mean, I did say that Atleti would have to make some subs, and Atletico Madrid's number 24. Yeah, Simeone's gone off, and it's Robin Lenormand who's come on. So the manager's son being hauled off. That's ruthless from Diego, but he has to do something, and he's brought on a defender. I'm not too sure if you're surprised by that, or what's your view on this?
Yeah, no, I'm surprised by that. Bring on Lenormand,
Yeah,
not a centre back. Yeah,
yeah. Well, it's
you
just kicked off,
probably
so I'm going to.
playing.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're probably putting Lorente in the midfield. Or yeah, probably Lorente is being might be given more license to go forward. You would assume.
Hmm, okay. Well, I'm going to hop off and enjoy the game, but I will come back as soon as it gets to 90 minutes and we're into stoppage time. But enjoy the game, and to all of you in the chat, I'll see you all soon.
Just money. Oh, why not Ross and Letty do not want to concede two. They will need to score because if also take one early to the Emirates, it's going to be very tricky for Atletico. Lookman caught there. Oh, block. Lorente. Yeah, Lorente being given the license to go forward now. Come on, we can't be letting also to the Champions League. Oh my days. Raya, Declan Rice, nice work, Atleti. Go on. Griezmann, foul there. Foul by your press. Not also going down there. Good evening, Moffedy. Hope you're well. Um, I support Chelsea, just football club, playing the Premier League. I support Chelsea. So I'm kind of hate watching Arsenal because I don't like Arsenal. Free kick! I almost thought he scored. Alvarez hits the side netting. That's insane from Julian Alvarez. Oh, it's the side netting. You support Man City? Fair enough. Man City are a good team. Mukhadin. Man City are a very good team. Hopefully, you guys win the Premier League and lose the FA Cup to us. So if you can lose the FA Cup final and win the league, I'll be a very happy man. Mukhadin. Declan Rice. I feel like also like going to beat us. Probably, most likely, you're gonna beat us in the FA Cup final, but it is a final, so anything can happen in a final. You know, it's that long headed forward. Foul given, foul given, and you could have played advantage there to Atletico Madrid. I mean, Capier, Llorente putting him under pressure, and Raya kicking that one out with throw in. Moment, 5 minutes gone. Athletic playing a lot better. Oh, go on. Alvarez, Lookman, finish. Oh, is it a threat? Andrea Griezmann, oh, that's safe. Wow. So Lookman should do better 1v1, straight at the keeper, and Griezmann, this shot, Gabriel with the block. Incredible stuff. Corner kick goes deep and it goes out for another corner. That, oh, comes off the arm. Griezmann on the volley. Lorente appeals for handball. Something looked dodgy there. They're going to check it. Oh, oh, if we're going off last night, that is a penalty. Face off last night, that's a penalty. Also, is going to win. I don't know. It's going to the monitor. Going to the monitor also. Well, based off last night, yeah, that's a penalty. His hand is so far away from his ball. That should be a penalty. VAR. Penalty given. Let's go. Let's go. Handball. Let's go. Yeah, I think Mohadin, I think that message is for you. Yes, it is for you, Mohadin. Julian Alvarez gonna take the penalty to equalize, to make it 1-1 in the Champions League semi-final. Alvarez. Oh, that's a beautiful penalty by Julian Alvarez, and it's 1-1 to Atletico de Madrid. Who you think is gonna win tonight? I think it's gonna be a draw, to be fair. It's gonna be a draw or an Atletico win. But yeah, so I'm gonna go with a draw. Well, how the game is going right now, I think Atleti might win it. Man City are a very good team. They like a very, very good team. They're not just a good team. They are a very good team of the team. Julian Alvarez putting it away. They won't be out Mokhledin. This is the first leg. There's two legs to the semi-final. So who's coming on? Eze is coming on for Odegaard. Eze is coming on. So so there is still a second leg to play, which will be played at the Emirates. So it's Atletico Madrid are home in the first leg. Second leg also will be at home, and then it goes on to who scored more goals on aggregate. Martin Odegaard subbed off. Eze on. Probably a better could be something positive substitution. And Saliba kicks that one out. The Red Air Metropolitano going absolutely nuts. Julian Alvarez, Griezmann, Julian Alvarez, Lookman, Alvarez almost right found Lookman there. Oh, that's a foul on Martinelli. Press now from Atleti is very good, and it's putting Arsenal under pressure. It's putting Declan Rice under pressure. It's kicked it out for throwing. Atleti have the ball. The second half has been all Atleti. Since they came out of the block and they're pressing high, they've been very good at putting Arsenal under immense pressure. Declan Rice, Cardoso does really well. Lookman into Alvarez. Alvarez, Lookman. Yeah, Alvarez going down and Atleti not wanting the advantage. They want the free kick. Yeah, that's a painful kick. Kick on the shin. No, Mohadin. I have done soccer many times before on the channel. Soccer was the first thing I started out doing on the channel, and then it was over to rugby and then cricket and so forth. Griezmann, Alvarez, Lookman. Wait, Lookman going forward. And Ruggieri back into Lookman. Lookman, Griezmann! It's the post! Oh my days! Ruggieri again! Look, Griezmann! Corner. Oh, this is brilliant from Atletico Madrid. He lays it off, and Griezmann with a kind of slip. It hits the top of the post, actually the crossbar, and almost going into the top corner. But it is a corner to Atleti. Julian Alvarez looking, going to take the corner towards the near post corner again. It's my pleasure, Mukhadi. I enjoy it. So anytime I can, try to enjoy it. So yeah. Oh, curling one day, and David Raya tips it over the bar for another corner. Tips it over David Raya. Griezmann gonna take this one. This one. Hit it away, but they still have it. Lorente Griezmann again. Oh, Lookman on the volley. That's a good chance for Lookman, but that's a ah. He should be getting that on target. On rugby team, will you sport Saturday and Sunday? Um, let's have a look. Um, I'm gonna be supporting Toulon, 100% up against Leinster, and then probably Bath. Bath, no, I like both teams. Maybe Bath, maybe Bath. Champions Cup wise, or Challenge Cup, I'm definitely supporting the Dragons, and then I will support Ulster. Yeah, but that also depends on my Super Pro prediction, so I might change it. But I think those. I think Ulster and the Dragons, and then Toulon, and then I'm just gonna enjoy that Bordeaux Bath game. That's gonna be an absolute fantastic game to see. And I think whoever is gonna win is gonna come from that game. I'm almost gonna say because Bordeaux look good, Bath look also very good. But Bath did lose to Northampton over the weekend, I believe. Oh, Arsenal lose the ball again up the field. Atleti. Atleti look so good when they actually want to play football. Oh, jeez. You did say 1-1 for this game, just fam. Gyökeres drifted out wide. Nice play, Supermendi. Eze out to Madueke. Madueke tried to give the ball back to Ben White. Now Declan Rice having to go backwards. Ball to Saliba. Into Eze. Eze looking for the run. Madueke Almost gets to the ball, but All Black gets there first. But the long ball is won by Arsenal. Foul there on Eze. Okay. So Martinelli off and Trossard is on. And then Saka will be coming on for and Saka will be coming on for Martinelli. And Gabriel Jesus on for Gyökeres. And changing the whole front line. And Mikel Arteta. Let's see Saka. Saka is usually a man for the big occasions. See what he can do. Trossard. Oh, he loses the ball. Alvarez gives it to Griezmann. Griezmann tried to get it over to Lookman, but also come away with it. That's a poor pass into ankle. Sorry, Cardoso. Griezmann. Griezmann with every touch. Now also have it Saka. Saliba. Looks to find Gabriel Jesus. It does. Jesus. Rice. Saliba back to Rice. Into Jesus. Jesus does really well. Saka. Saka loses the ball. There's the tussle there. I'm going to let you have it. Griezmann gives it to Alvarez, who loses the ball. Is that? Oh, that's a good tackle by Alvarez. And then Kope now. Cardoso. Lookman. Alvarez. Alvarez. Look for Lorente. What's he thinking, Alvarez? Playing, but way backwards. Let's see. Denomon. Lorente. Denomon. Oh, nice work. Ruggieri into Alvarez. Alvarez ball over the top to Griezmann. That ball falls to Koke. Playing them on. Changes of at halftime has really worked well for Simeone. Long ball over the top. Gabriel deals with it by kicking it out for throwing. Saka falling. Just for no reason. Yeah, just Atletico dominating the ball, looking for gaps to exploit. Oh, that's a harsh stack on Trossard. Or versus play on Alvarez into Lorente. Lorente into Lookman. Lookman! Oh, man! How not scored? Adamola Lookman. 50-50. Sorry, 1v1 once again. And he shot it straight at the keeper. Oh, ball quickly to Saka, but he's lost possession. Oh, that's a golden opportunity there for Lookman. So there is a game tomorrow that I might cover, and then I will see over the weekend. Um, if I'm gonna cover a game over the weekend, but there's a game tomorrow that I might cover. Not sure. Ball into Lookman. Lookman. Fourth. Oh, he slips. Oh, he falls over. Lookman having now 3 chances and yet to score. That's the foul by Pupil. It's almost a football game every day. Lookman does really well at hitting this shot. He needs to like almost get it out of his feet. Fortunately. Julian Alvarez has gone down. They'll have to make a sub. Also, not stopping the game, and they have no obligation to do so. Oh, they've won the ball there and kick it out. Athletic. Who's coming on? Alex Mayena. That's a bad one for Julian Alvarez. Go get some treatment right now, Alvarez. We need you fit for next week. Alex Mayena is on. Griezmann will go into that false 9 role. Declan Rice. Osaka. JSA. The referee giving a penalty. Penalty. I thought they got the ball first there. Hanko. It's a yellow card to ankle. Penalty to Arsenal. That's not a penalty. That's a soft penalty. That's a soft penalty. It might be going to the screen. That's such soft contact. There's quite a long discussion going on here. Okay, it's going to this monitor. Do you think Bafana win the World Cup? I don't think we will win the World Cup, but I do think we can go out of the group stages, definitely. I don't think that's such a soft penalty. That's not really a pen, is it? Not a penalty. It's a massive goal to make, but that's not a penalty. Such soft contact. What's the decision? He's going to the screen, no penalty. Massive goal. That's a massive goal. Massive goal in the context of this game, the context of the Champions League. A referee saying he got the ball first. Is it definitely gets the ball first, but there's not enough contact. Is the yellow card gonna be rescinded? I feel like it's a tough call on both. 1 second, people. Martin says, I don't support Arsenal, neither do I. Right decision, says Chelsea fan. Oh, that's ball. Straight in given straight to Alex Bayana. No, Jesus. Ben White. Takes it too late to SA. Trossard. Trossard shot blocked. Really good block there by Pupil. Also in the game on the front foot. SA. Trossard. Oh, that's a great tackle. Being played advantage. Alex Bayena does really well. That was just a bit too much on it. Saliba gets a first for Lukman Kane. Plays it into Saka on the halfway line. Yes, it to Zubermendi. Scare gonna be coming on soon. Wonderful. Probably for Ben White. Declan Rice. Oh, that's a great challenge. They do have a free kick. No, sorry, throw in. Five minutes ago, Mosquera is on for Ben White, I believe. And is he also gonna make a sub? Manuel Medina. Probably on for Cardoso. Okay. SA. Supermanly. Mosquera. SA Mosquera. That's a shot on straight at Oblak. Saka gets it back into the penalty area. Headed away. At Mosquera slash it Supermanly. Oh, Saka does really well. Not that, but that's a poor cross. Gets past 100% lost there. It's a tight call. That one is gonna cause some debate. Now let's see. Eze coming forward. Oh, nice work by Eze. Oh, that's good defense. Something that will go into the path of Gabriel Jesus. Declan Rice with a shot going wide. Money overpass. Put him in. To the
Ooh,
screen.
boy. Now,
Much
this may
much better
this
second half.
yeah, better second half for Atletico. And I'll tell you what, I remember going off just before going off, telling you that I was a bit surprised with the decision to bring on Lemon. But as you said, you know, Simeone wanted to change the shape, and it worked a treat. I think Atletico will feel as though they should have gotten the win tonight, and had that penalty been given after looking at that, that would have been an absolute disgrace, I think.
You don't think it was a penalty?
Well, you take a look at that VAR. I mean, obviously, my first instinct was a penalty. Otherwise, Macaulay wouldn't have given it. But, you know, that's why you have VAR. And I will say right now that I've seen some penalties like that given. But, you know, there wasn't enough contact. And as they quite clearly milked it, I'm afraid. But how many minutes have been added on? I didn't see.
7.
Oh, boy. Well, I think Simeone will probably regret packing the defence now and going all out, but because, you know, Arsenal are looking really good now with the pressure they're putting on the goal. And having said that, we're now on an Atletico breakaway. I mean, we were, but Atletico still have the ball. And Atletico have clearly been
I feel like Atleti missed a couple of chances, and you're looking at Lookman. He had 2 clear-cut opportunities, maybe even 3 clear-cut opportunities, and okay, and then you gotta bear at least one of them.
And I'll tell you what, for one of those chances, that shot he hit straight at Raya, if he had gone down under that challenge, he probably would have been awarded a penalty.
Yeah, but it's a
if it ends 1-1, I'm not going to complain because I would have taken that. But Arsenal still have the ball. We could still nick a late winner here and put all the pressure on the Spaniards.
I feel like a 1-1 probably suits also just a tiny bit better, probably 60-40, because it's not such a big detriment to Athletic because of the way both teams play.
Yeah.
The only thing is, it is away. And
yeah.
I don't know, that penalty, I feel like you can see that being given as a penalty.
Well, you could, but
it was very soft.
Yes. And like I said, the more you look at it, the more you realize that there wasn't really enough contact. Simeone was probably hoping for Hanko's yellow card to be rescinded, but that was never going to happen because it was a yellow card for dissent. And, but as I speak, I'd let him have the ball across the penalty area, headed back in, and that was pretty poor defending there because Ray could have gotten that. Ray's not very happy.
Oh.
Is there time for a potential sting in the tail?
Lookman again. Lookman getting close again, man.
Yeah, look, man, you need to do better. You saw what I did there?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but this could potentially be promising, and yes, and this is the thing. Like, see, Atleti just aren't going to be that team that really plays that fluid attacking football where people join in.
Right, Lookman.
Ooh. Oh, that was a shot from Molina there. I think, was that tipped over by Ray or did it go over?
think,
This guy
yeah,
Molina,
gone
I
over.
saw well, probably always rising, but this guy Molina is quite a good player. I mean, obviously, in my opinion, he was a lot of people were looking at Ashraf Hakimi in the Qatar World Cup, but this guy was very pivotal to Argentina's win. I think he started all 6 matches under Scaloni and excellent defender, but also very, very good at overlapping. And I think he even scored in the quarter-final against the Dutch, if memory serves me right. Proved to be a crucial goal as Argentina went through on penalties.
Yeah.
But one thing I can say, though, about Bukayo Saka, he's finished now. He really is.
All right, set forward. Saka. Oh, brilliant work from Saka. Is a
Commentator's curse, I suppose. Yeah, look, he can still find the pass, but that electric pace and the ability to skin left backs and really, he's not going to be able to do what Michael Olise did last night to Nuno Mendes. I mean, he had that fella on toast.
To be fair, I like this front four you guys have. Is a Gabriel, Saka, Trossard.
Trossard? No, I think he. Yeah. A lot better than. Go ahead.
Substitute Martinelli. It's a lot better than the other one. You can maybe still have Gyökeres. Maybe put Jesus on the wing. But this front four you guys are playing now with, it looks a lot more fluid and more dangerous.
It's funny you should say that. I don't think Gabby Jesus has been able to get into the game tonight. And, as you say, Gyökeres in that as a striker would be really good, but Eze has to play. And you saw that when Eze came on, we had a little bit more beef in attack. Odegaard, listen, he was, helping out the defense a great deal. He could certainly tidy things up. But if we need some oomph in attack, I'm sorry, but Eze is the man. And for me, let's assume we escape from the Metropolitano with a draw tonight. We've got to go all out and win. There are no two ways about it. Also, you're already into a final, and Callum McFarlane has equalled Arteta's record in getting into FA Cup finals. The only question is, I remember you posting that little reel where you said that McFarlane has never lost to Manchester City, and I did say there could be a first time for everything.
Yeah. If we win, I will be very happy. But that's full time. It ends all square, 1-1. To be fair, not a bad second half of football. The first half was horrible, but not a bad first half. It's our second half. Finishes 1-1. I predicted a draw. But yeah, 2 penalties. Ironic part. So yeah, but I'm pretty happy with that off how it ended. Don't know what it. Are you confident going back to the Emirates, Money?
Quite confident. I mean, listen, this is not going to be like the time we swamped them in the group stage at the Emirates, because obviously we had a different team back then. And, we played Lewis Skelly in the left-back position and allowed him to cut in, which created a great deal of pressure in the midfield, which Atletico couldn't handle. But I think I think it's fair to say now that Skelly isn't really going to be the left-back option going forward. Arteta's happy with Hinchapi. I hope I never see Calafiori in that position again because Hinchapi just lends so much in terms of defensive solidity. Although, if Atleti decide to tie, you can bring on either Calafiori or Lewis Skelly as an option. We've got to start Eze, go all out for the win, and just make sure we put them under pressure from the get-go. And I'm very happy with a draw. I would have loved a win, but a draw under the circumstances is, really good. The pressure is going to be on Atletico because, obviously the Griezmann factor will mean that he has to turn up. And, Lookman also will know that he's going to have to improve his performance as well. And Simeone, give yourself a pat on the back, sir. That was a masterstroke. I mean, I was surprised. Hannah was surprised, but you proved that was really a masterstroke. Changing the formation, changing the shape, and letting Griezmann play a little bit more up front, just to be up in front of the midfield pivot. I think that was amazing. That was a brilliant tactical masterstroke, and you had us on toast. And on any other day, we probably would have lost this game 3-1, which is why I'm quite happy with the draw. But fine margins, guys. Yeah. Fine margins, but as Arteta would say.
Yeah, fine margins, and I feel like Athletic some of the Athletic fans might need to just knock on the door of Lookman and ask where his shooting boots were. But Arsenal, to be fair, not too bad of a result. I wanted a bit better, but it is what it is. And you move from there. My opinion, fair result probably on the basis of play. Probably Atleti probably should have won this one just because of the Lookman chances. A penalty chance on Eze, that's going to be the big talking point coming out of this one. If that was a penalty or not a penalty. So, yeah. It's a tough. I feel like if I was Arsenal, I would be very angry. But if I was Atleti support, I would also be very angry. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is actually an example of VAR getting it right because that would have been a very soft penalty, and Eze did not do himself any favors going to ground the way he did. And not bad. The only problem is I just wonder if we're going to have enough energy for the second leg. But if Arteta's smart, he starts Ebery Eze. Martin Odegaard shouldn't be on that pitch except as a late sub to tidy up the game if need be. Mind you, it could also go to penalties, and I don't know if I have the mental strength to deal with that.
You know what happened last time? Also entered penalties in the European knockout game.
I remember only too well. Yes. I think... Yes. I was doing that stream, and then you came on, and then I remember your celebration at the end. I'm so glad that scrub Aaron Ramsdale doesn't play for my club
anymore. Yeah, but also 1-1. Thank you to everyone in the chat, Mukhadeen, Chelsea fan, everyone else. Thank you, Manny, for coming on. We'll wrap it up. Yeah.
Just briefly, will you be doing? Are you going to do Watchalong tomorrow? Have you thought about it? I'm sorry for asking again.
I have thought about it. I might do it. I'm not sure.
Okay, well,
if you are, you're welcome to join me.
And if you don't want to do it, if you would like to do it, as usual, I'm here to step up for you, boys.
Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate it. So yeah. But let's wrap it up there. It's, to be fair, a good second half. To be fair, I'm positive coming out of this game. I thought it would be worse, but I'm a bit more positive. So yeah, but be up to everyone, and then I will see you all in the next one. Cheers.